ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their...
And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Working from the gun, Lance. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Fake. They'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Eagles! Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. Still shedding tackles as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. There he goes, right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. The Lance going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Travis Ward. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Mitchell.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 35. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. This is McCaffrey on the give.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One final try now for Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.